Is influencer marketing dead? In this episode, we are discussing how influencer marketing has changed. And as a business owner, is it even worth your time? And if not, what else should you do instead? Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Grind and Grow Marketing Show. Today, we are talking about influencer marketing. And for years, influencer marketing has been a huge success for businesses and brands to get discovered by a whole new audience on social and drive sales. It's a huge industry. But when you think of an influencer, you probably think of like big names like Kardashians and big people inside of your niche. And is that even still relevant in 2023? So I will tell you, the current stat is 61% of people trust recommendations of influencers they follow. So I will say yes, it is still a very valuable marketing resource, right? To get new eyeballs and to get in front of people that you wouldn't have already got in front of. But it has changed. So it's not dead, but it has changed. And what's really changed is the shift from mega influencers to what we call nano creators. When we think of a creator, we're thinking of the kind of the smaller unknown guy or girl on TikTok or Instagram that is putting out content in a specific niche and has, 0 to 10,000 followers. So this is a creator. So as a brand, why would you want to invest in them? Well, the way that these platforms work these days is it's showing content not just to people that follow you, but to just new people. So if you find an individual that is, or a creator that is posting content that is of good quality and they're getting good views, then they are a good source for you to get a specific audience to know you and to be recommended. So where do you go to find these people? Well, you could just go onto TikTok and Instagram and start searching for them. However, there is actually a tool TikTok has created called the TikTok Creator Marketplace. And you can actually create an account and go search for creators right on here and do a lot of direct searching on like specifics, like demographics and niches and all kinds of things. So you can really find your creators very quickly in this space. Okay, so another thing is when you're looking at creators, you think, well, they don't have a big following, so I want to get someone that has a big following. Well, what I will say is usually what we call like the nano influencers or nano creators are the ones that are 10K or 20K less of followers. What we find is they have higher engagement rates than the big guys. And if I remember the stats correctly, it's over a 5% engagement rate with a nano influencer, a smaller influencer, versus the mega influencer has like a 1.5% engagement rate. So it's drastically different engagements. And really what you're looking for when it comes to finding a good creator to promote your brand is someone who is basically creating an overall style or creating content that fits your overall style. So, the quality of content that they produce, your demographic, how they speak, how they film, right? Their style. You are also wanting to look for the number of comments that they typically get on their videos. So if they're getting a lot of comments and interaction, then that's good. That's what you would want. The next, because that means they have a high engagement rate. The next thing you want to look at is your average view per video. So yes, typically if they have a high following, they'll have a higher view per video. But what you will find is you'll find creators that have a high view average on their videos and still are at under that 10K mark. But they are getting great reach on their videos. So that you want to look at the average view per video more than you want to look at how many followers they have. So followers is not the priority, where in the past it might have been. So that's a lot of what's changed. And then the other thing to think about is when you initiate a relationship with a creator, you want to think about like the content that they can produce for you. So you can have a creator create content and post that content on their platform, getting reach to their audience, which is probably what 90% of people think about when they're thinking of influencer and content creator marketing. But there's another form that they can produce, and that's called UGC content, user-generated content. So this is basically where they're going to create content for you, and they may or may not post it on their platforms, but basically it's you getting rights to their content, their video. They're creating it for you and giving you the video. So now what you can do is take that video, post it on your platform, and then post it as an ad on your platform as well. So that is called UGC, user generated content. So there's a couple different ways in which you can work with a creator. So is influencer marketing dead? I'm going to say no, but it has changed, right? It's probably more creator marketing now. So think through how your brand can benefit by leveraging some creators out there in your industry to get more of a reach. This is actually can be a fairly low cost marketing strategy to implement in 2023, and you should definitely give it a shot. That wraps us up for today's episode. If you have any questions, please let me know, and we'll see you in the next episode.